going to play that game. I mean, the bottom line is my position is very clear. I've had a consistent record on this of supporting women's right to have contraception. I've supported funding for it. I mean, this is in my opinion, this is an attack on someone's religious beliefs, because I have a very strong belief, as does my family, in agreement with the Catholic Church, somehow or another, that's something that people should be afraid of. Shouldn't be afraid of it. If you look at my record in the public, I've been very clear about that issue. I've had a consistent and long voting record on it, and I think this is the media trying to play gotcha. It's
all right, well,
absurd.
let me understand. All right, now let me go to the issue of birth control, and so that I understand, because I've seen a lot of sound bites, little quotes here and there. I want to understand. Do you think that birth control is? Let me pull out a sound bite. Is harmful to women and harmful to society?
What I was talking about, generally speaking, in that interview, was that the whole concept of sexual liberation, sexual freedom, has had its downsides, and certainly birth control is part of that, with a dramatic increase in sexually transmitted diseases, dramatic increase in out of wedlock births, a dramatic increase in the number of abortions. I mean, this has not just been just, well, everything's just fine, and that's a commentary that again is not something that is completely out of the mainstream. The bottom line is there are consequences to the sexual revolution that we are living with in America today.
In terms of your views on contraception and your religious beliefs, and everyone comes to the office of the president with certain religious beliefs, is it something that would in any way is any way would it be imposed on the American people, or is it something that's, how would we see it in policy, if at all?
Well, again, just look at my record. I mean, I actually been criticized by I think it was Governor Romney, or maybe it was Congressman Paul's campaign, for voting for contraception. That I voted for funding for, which is I think it's Title 10, which I have voted for in the past. That provides for free contraception through organizations even like Planned Parenthood. And so it's funny that on the conservative side I'm getting ripped for having voted for this, and now all of a sudden the left is trying to make me out that somehow I want to stop women, or men for that matter, from getting doing things and taking things for contraception. Look, I have my own views on these things. They're deeply held beliefs, but not everything that I think is that I disagree with morally should the government be involved in. Only when there are real consequences to society or to the rights of individuals do I feel a need to speak out, and that's why I do on the issue of abortion, because we have another person involved in the decision. But on the issue of contraception, that's not the case. It's something that people have a right to do in this country, and certainly will be safe to do so under the Santorum presidency.